full on neck here. So take your hands behind your head here and keep your elbows fairly close to your face. We don't want the elbows to be super wide. We want to hug, in a way, our face. It's nicer for the cuff, rotator cuff. And so we're cradling our head with our hands, but we're not going to pull with our hands on our head. We're keeping the sitting bones heavy, and then we're going to lift our head up. So it's an abdominal curl. You don't have to have your hands at your head. This is just an option. And we're going to look at the pubic bone, at your pelvis. And then slowly lower the head back down. Keep your elbows close to your face if you have your hands there. If your hands are not there, if your hands are by your side or arms by your side, you can just lift up into a little abdominal curl. Let's do this again. Lifting up, looking at your pubic bone. Notice if your pelvis has tucked. Can we keep the sits bones heavy and the kidneys heavy? And just breathe. The less tuck you get into your pelvis, like the more neutral you can stay, the more work for your core is happening here. Slowly lower that down. Let's do this one more time. Slow abdominal curl. Again, hands at head or maybe hands by your side. Breathing here. Now, what would you say if I say pick up one foot and then pick up the other foot? Very good. Nice. The feet can be completely relaxed. We're breathing here. Can you lift your heart a little bit more up, forehead, but drop your chin a little bit more to lengthen the back of your neck? We're not yanking. We're just assisting with the hands slightly. Lower one foot down. Keep your kidneys heavy. Keep your diaphragm heavy. Lower the other foot down. And slowly lower everything down. Okay. Should we add a little bit on to this? Well, you have options. You can do this, just one leg, abdominal curl, holding that. But I'm going to add one little bit on, right? Hands at your head again, abdominal curl. Imagine you had to lift your head without your hands there. So that's when you feel literally the amount of effort that it takes to lift your head up. Lifting one foot, lifting the other foot. Breathing here. What would it feel like if we were to straighten the left leg a little bit diagonally away from us? Can I keep my kidneys heavy and my diaphragm heavy? I'm not pulling on my neck. I'm just laying the head gently into my hands and then bring that left knee in. Keep your breath going. Reach the right leg out. Can you notice if that right kidney wants to lift? Try not to let your right low back arch up. There's a tiny lift, but it's not very big. And bring that right knee back in. You can take a break or you can keep going, or you can just go to both legs into table. Reaching left leg out, keeping your heart lifted, pulling it back in. And then one more time, reaching the right leg out, breathing here. And the leg doesn't have to go super low. The leg can just go up toward the ceiling. Keep looking at your pubic bone. Pull the leg back in. I'm lowering one foot, keeping my heavy kidneys, lowering the other foot. And I'm going to lower my head. One of my teachers would always say, abdominals make everything better. I don't know. Just wanted to throw that out there for myself. Okay, how we doing? Is that okay? Good. All right, great. So shall we add on? Why not, right? Okay, so either you do table or you do one leg out, alternating. Now let's see if we do both legs out. That's really hard. So hands behind your head, feet are on the floor. Abdominal curl first, cradling your head, but not yanking. But also the hands are not fully holding your head. So you're your best judge here. Picking up one foot, picking up the other foot. Here's our table, version 1. reaching the right leg out, version 2 or level 2, or maybe we're reaching both legs. Let's start to reach the legs actually more up toward the ceiling. We have a slight bend in both knees. Double check, are my kidneys heavy? Are my sits bones heavy? I hope your belly is slightly shaking here. It's maybe cooking a little bit. And then bend both knees again. Or whatever you're doing, you're alternating your legs or you're holding your table, reaching both legs up, finding your breath, easy shoulders. My shoulders are relaxed really. And then bend your knees again. This is what we would call the double leg stretch in Pilates. We're reaching both legs out. And then the lower you go with your legs, pull the knees back in, the harder this gets. Let's do this 2 more times. Breathing here, pulling the knees in, keeping your low belly heavy. All the ribs, especially the lower floating ribs, are super heavy. 1 more reach. Big breath. Exhale, pull the knees in. Lower one foot, lower the other foot, lower your head, and then just everything goes. Maybe even straighten your legs for a moment. Let the legs turn out. And just check this out.